like probably many, if not most of you, have seen this adorable hen like all over the place. I've seen it on Pinterest, I've seen it at markets, I've seen it on Etsy. Everywhere you see crochet, you see this hen. So of course, naturally, I wanted to try and make one. This seems to be an internet obsession at this point. What is so great about a chicken? That's what I want to find out today. I have only been crocheting for about a month and a half at this point, so I am still very much so a beginner. I've only done some amigurumi like food and such, so I'm very excited to do my first little animal plush, and I hope it turns out okay. I have already bought a pattern off Etsy. The link will be in my description box below. So I need to go to Hobby Lobby. I need to pick up a color for the yarn. I'm hoping to find something with a nice texture to it, just to kind of differentiate from the other type of yarn I'll be using for it. I'm really excited to get started on this project, and I hope you're excited to join me. Let's go to Hobby Lobby. We are on our way to the Hobby of Lobbies. Treats you well. All right, we are here. I'm here for yarn, and hopefully it's on sale this week. I didn't check before, I should have. But I have my list, and let's get in there. You can come with me. Let's go. Okay, I'm back. I'm concerned about my lack of self-control. It's okay, I needed it. I don't like going back and forth to Hobby Lobby multiple times a week. So I like to just do, like, especially if everything's on sale, which it was, let's go. I just like to do one trip, and hopefully that's enough. So I will show you what I've got when we get back.
Hi, what can I get for you today?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Sure. Oh, that's good. That's good. Hi, Fifi. I have some yarn. I have 2 bags of yarn. So let's see what we got. So for anyone who's wondering, this is Mr. Knightley and my name's Evette Lee. Now that we have introductions out of the way, let's look at some yarn. For bag number 1, we got a couple of goodies. So for our starter, we've got these 3 beautiful, almost, I want to say iridescent type of yarn. This is Yarn Bee Soft Secret in Ivory, Fog, and Garnet. I'm in love with the colors so far. For context, I am making my niece a bunch of amigurumi food play stuffed plushies. This has been my first time doing crochet. I just started about a month ago, probably like a month and a half by now. I started off with a bunch of YouTube tutorials, and then I moved on to this little literary delight. This is Crochet Cafe by Lauren Espy. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And this has tons of adorable amigurumi foods. So this is the sort of thing that I'm making for my niece. She's about to turn 2. I have it on very good authority that she's getting a play kitchen for Christmas. I've basically started off my yarn collection focusing around this project, and it's been super exciting and fun so far. So these 3 are for some fish. These are hopefully gonna be like a red snapper And then the gray and the ivory hopefully will be just like a classic gray fish. And also I'm hoping to make a clam as well, and I think these two will play very nicely for that. I'm always looking to double what I can get out of these projects, especially since they're so small. That's number one. Next, we have the Comfy Classic yarns. I have a white. I've used this white before. This is my second one. It's almost gone. And I got this very mustardy color. This is called Gold, actually. This yarn's a little tricky. This was the first tricky yarn I ever tried out. And it's just super soft. It's almost, I used it for eggs, like a sunny side up egg, because it almost would give like a slimy texture, and like kind of gooey and soft at the same time. So it turned out really well. It's slightly iridescent. And so I was also hoping to make her little shopping bag out of this. And I also got it in linen because I needed to make more eggs. Well, I need to make whole eggs. I've made sunny side up eggs, and now we need eggs for, of course, our hen to lay. So that's kind of the direction we're going with this. We're gonna make the hen, we're gonna make some eggs. I'm hoping to be able to make an egg carton. It's been really hard to find a pattern of what I'm looking for. Let me know if you know a good egg carton, like classic little egg carton pattern. Lastly, for this bag, we have Soft Stitch in Marigold. I think that's the perfect name for this color. It's beautiful. And this is going to be the color of the beak for our hen. And I love the texture of it. It's got sort of that very visible ply. I don't really know what else to call it, but I think it's gonna look super cute for like a completely different texture for the beak. So there's this. And that's bag number one. You know, the best part about this is I can't tell if I'm recording because my phone's backwards. For our second bag of goodies, I got these two here. This is Cherry Blossom and Latte of a brand I haven't tried yet. The brand is I Love This Yarn, and it's the Super Soft. So we'll see how it crochets up. It's my first time using it. I'm always hesitant trying out new yarn. I've been loving the Hobby Lobby yarn. I got some yarn from Joann, I tried some from Michaels, and I didn't love it as much. It wasn't as soft. Like the ply fell apart more easily. I don't know. I've been loving the Hobby Lobby, the Bee brand, but we'll see about this brand. I got these for sandwich making. I'm gonna make her some bread slices. This is gonna be turkey. This is gonna be ham. We're gonna make tomatoes, lettuce, all the works. It's gonna be great. In the same yarn brand and along the same strand, no pun intended, I got this soft purple color. I believe it is amethyst. And I got this for onions. I prefer the like red onions. It's purple, but we call it red onions. I don't know why, but yeah, so I got this for the onions. I also got the Yarn Bee brand again, and this is Easygoing, and it's in the color Egyptian Sandstone, which I love. I'm buying, this is my second one I've bought because I just love this color. I made some chocolate chip cookies with it so far, and I'm gonna be making some pancakes, and it's just a really good bread, like neutral bread color. So yeah. Last but not least for yarn, I got, the packaging is coming off, but I got one more of that I Love This yarn, and it's in this beautiful coloration. I hope the camera picks it up and does it justice. It's got like this very desaturated blues. It's got some of this like rust color. It's got some sandstone, a little kiss of cream in there. I love it. I'm hoping to make a sweater for Mr. Knightley here. And it'll almost be kind of like, I'm gonna treat it like a mini mock-up to see how this crochets up, how the pattern looks when it's done, because I've never done a pattern yarn before. So this is completely new to me. He likes to wear sweaters in the wintertime because he gets cold. And so it should be a win-win. It'll be my first piece of garment. So I'm very excited about that. So stick around. We'll be making a video out of this one, hopefully. That was bag number two. That's everything I got at Hobby Lobby today. Really, the only things I got for the hen was, of course, the egg color and the beak color. But let me show you the yarn that I got for the actual hen herself. I have to get up, baby. I guess not. I guess we're here now. This is the yarn I got from Premier. This is the Parfait Chunky. Again, this is my first time using this yarn brand, and it's my first time using this, I guess, like Chanel yarn. It is so luxuriously soft. I'm nervous to crochet with this because I know it can kind of like completely peel apart, and then all you're left with are these two little threads, and it can be kind of a mess, and it can snap when you're trying to make magic circles. So I'm a little nervous about working with a Chanel yarn, but this cam's highly recommended. So I hope it lives up to its name. I do love these colors that we are working with. I really like I think this is Teddy Bear, and this one is Cardinal. They were kind of low as far as like browns go. They were low on a lot of their colors. That's the only thing I'm hesitant to like fall in love with them, is because they seem like they're pretty bad at restocking, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm super excited about these. This is gonna be the hang body, and this is for the little crown. I thought this would be perfect. So I guess now, actually start working on this head. Let's try this pattern for the first time. And I was super excited. I think it's gonna be adorable. So let's get right into it. Hello, this is voiceover Evet. Let's crochet. I grabbed a 7mm crochet hook and the teddy bear and cardinal colors of the Premier yarn, and they are so soft. I can't wait to try them out. I also grabbed my safety eyes in a few sizes and the backings, of course. I also grabbed that marigold color as well for the beak when we get to that. So this is, of course, the first time I'm trying this pattern and this yarn. And like most amigurumi, it starts off with a magic circle. And I had heard that there can be some possible trials and tribulations when it comes to making a magic ring, or more so pulling it taut. And oh boys, did I ever. Let's just say the struggle was real. It just started fraying from the thread, and so I snipped it, took a sip of apple cider, and started over again. And thankfully, I was actually able to pull this one through, and I thought the worst was over. I was elated, and I was able to move on to the rest of the pattern steps. Obviously, I can't share those. I paid for this pattern, and I want to respect the pattern maker. She did a wonderful job. So we're gonna speed through, skip here and there. And again, if you would like to make this, I do have her link in the description box below. The shop name is Oak and Marlowe, and I just have to say, it was one of the prettiest, most aesthetic patterns I have used thus far, and I really just visually enjoyed using it. The next hurdle of using Chanel yarn for the first time was the sewing. Oh my goodness, the fraying. It got kind of bad. It wasn't this bad the first time around, trying to just knot the inside and secure that magic ring, but you just wait and see. The cardinal color was an absolute massacre. But at this point, I was kind of losing daylight and good filming light, so I decided to put away for the night and pick it back up bright and early in the morning. I brewed myself a little white mocha and was ready to start fresh. I'd say I'd gotten probably about halfway last night, so a little bit more to go. At this point, she was finally starting to shape up. Sewed about halfway or so, and then added the beak. I really love this color, this marigold color. I kind of want like a sweater out of it. I don't know. But made the beak. I made it a little bit bigger than suggested because I was using a thinner yarn. And then it was time to pick out the eyes. I used, I believe, my 14mm, which are my biggest of the beady eyes that I have. But when I put them in, and I lined them up carefully and I put the backs on. The backs like wouldn't stay. They would slide right off, and it was the right size. It was the suggested size for them. And so it was a manufacturer defect, I suppose. Kind of disappointing, but I had two solutions to this problem. I used the smaller than suggested backs for the eyes, and I grabbed some cheaper cloth that I was able to cut out sort of a lining, just a really rough circle, and just kind of lined the inside of the plush with that. And that gave the eyes something to anchor into. My other solution, don't try this at home, but is fire. I carefully, and I cannot emphasize this enough, carefully melted the ends of the safety eyes and then kind of squished them down on a safe metal surface. So as you can see, they're like perfectly flat and they secure themselves against those backs so they won't just slip out. Then it was time for stuffing. And then she was really coming together. Sewed her all the way back up. She was quite plush, much squish. Then came the messy part, and I do mean messy. I cannot express to you the frustration that was trying to make this one comb. I think the red just falls apart more than the other colors. I did see that in some of the reviews on Premiere, that some colors just shed more and are a bit more of a struggle. But I eventually managed to get it crocheted and sewn on. And here's the reveal. Carried away. Oh my goodness. There's so many and I love them all. I really could. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, everyone calm down. I really couldn't help myself. I wanted to kind of play around with the pattern a little bit. So this one's traditional. This one's by the pattern. And I used kind of the, I don't know, the derpy eyes. They look derpy on this chicken. Just the normal beady eyes. And I went with like a smaller beak, like the pattern suggests. And he's cute. He's kind of derpy, but that's okay. We love her. This one I made a little bit taller. I sewed on the crown a little bit differently. So you can see the difference a little bit. Maybe, hopefully, if the camera focuses. And I did the kind of cutesy eyes with a little shine in them. And this one turned out so much cuter, and I did like a bit of a bigger beak. So I really loved that. But this lady, don't tell the others, but she's my favorite. So I wanted to try wings. I wanted to see, because they looked a little plain to me. Like still cute and such, you know, like you see all over the place. But I thought, you know what she's kind of missing is like some wings. And so I made these little wings, and I'm over the moon with how she looks. So kind of a combination of my favorite features, the way the crown looks on this one, these kinds of eyes being my favorite, the big beak, a little bit taller, and with the wings. And this is the one that's gonna be for my niece. And I think she's gonna love it because I sewed them, I just kind of tacked them on. I hope you can see that. And so she can, you know, she'll be able to, you know, kind of play around. And I think she's really gonna enjoy it. At least I hope she does. I sure had fun making them. I'm gonna have to add wings to these as well. And that's definitely how I'm going to sell these when I open my Etsy shop, because it is, oh, it's just so cute. If you have been hesitant to try the all beloved hen, slash chicken pattern and you crochet, just do it. You won't regret it. She's adorable. She's worth it. And that is all I had for today. I really hope you guys enjoy this. This is my first ever vlog video. I hope it turned out okay. Thank you so much for watching. And if you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing if you would like to see more of these sort of videos. I want to make more crochet videos, some sewing videos, vlogs, adventures, drawing, art, all sorts of things that I just enjoy doing on the daily. So if that sounds interesting to you, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll hopefully see my next video. Please do share your crochet project ideas in the comments down below. I would love to see your suggestions and perhaps I'll make it for the next video. Okay, thanks again. Bye.